Shalom uvracha, Yerushalayim, Ir HaKodesh. One technical announcement before we begin. I have been informed by the esteemed and beloved producers of our Torah videos that there is a financial problem in producing these videos, which may cause us, God forbid, to end the Haftarah series in about 6 weeks from now, right before Pesach. If either you or someone that you know is in a position to help fund these Torah videos and would like to see our Haftarah series continue beyond Pesach, I ask a personal favor for you to please contact the producers of our videos. Their email address is shalom, S-H-A-L-O-M, shalom, at Machlis Presents, as one word, M, like in Mordechai, MACHLISPRESENTS, shalom at machlispresents.org, O-R-G. Please understand that any funding forwarded to them will be used exclusively for the Torah videos of the Haftarah series and the holiday series. It has nothing to do at all with any of our Shabbat, Chesed, or hospitality projects. Thank you so much for your consideration. This evening, Bezrat Hashem, we are privileged to study together the Haftarah of Parashat Terumah. Our Haftarah, our prophetic reading, is taken from the book of Kings 1, the end of chapter 5, and the beginning sentences of chapter 6. In the very opening verse of our Haftarah, chapter 5, sentence 26, we read of the special friendship and the close association between Hiram, king of Tyre, and Shlomo Solomon, king of Israel. Vayhi shalom bein Hiram uvein Shlomo vayichrutu vrit shnehem. Our Haftarah discusses certain aspects of the building of the Temple of Solomon, the construction of the first Beit HaMikdash. And if I'm reading it correctly, it seems to emphasize that many of the materials of the Beit HaMikdash, many of the materials of the temple, were provided by the non-Jewish king, by Hiram, king of Tsar. Why is it that Hiram participates indirectly in the building of the house of God? Is it merely a result of the fact that we needed the goods and services of the people of Lebanon? For they had the highest quality of wood, that special cedar wood of Lebanon, unparalleled wood, special cypress logs. No wood could compare to that. Is that the reason? Or is it perhaps more than that? You know, we read in chapter 5, verse 20, how Shlomo asks Hiram, V'atat savei v'yichrutu li arazim min halavanon. Ki ata yadata, ki ein banu ish yodea lichrot eitzim katzidonim. There's no one amongst us who knows how to cut timber like the people of your country. Is that really the entire story? Is it merely the technical knowledge of the people of Sidon under the jurisdiction of Hiram that is behind Shlomo's request? Or is there perhaps more to it than meets the eye? Is it merely that they are the experts in knowing how to hew down trees? Or maybe there is a spiritual message in our story as well. You know, Hiram responded, Vayhi Hiram, sentence 24, Vayhi Hiram noten l'Shlomo atzei arazim, v'atzei broshim kol chefzo. Hiram provided Shlomo with all the wood that he needed in preparation to building the temple, in preparation for the great construction of the Beit HaMikdash. It is also worthy and important to study verse 32 of our Haftarah, which seems to indicate the identical message related to a group of people called the Givlim. The Givlim are mentioned as participating together with the builders of Shlomo, together with the builders of Hiram, and the Givlim, these non-Jewish experts, non-Jewish skilled artisans who contribute to the building of the sanctuary temple of God. Could it be suggested that Hashem wanted the non-Jewish world to be somewhat connected to the building of the temple? For the Beit HaMikdash was to be the spiritual haven of the whole world, not only of the Jews. In what may be the most beautiful prayer of Tanakh, we study in chapter 8 of Kings 1, the prayer that Shlomo HaMelech recited upon the completion of the temple. I have a personal connection to this prayer. I was 15 years old, I think, the first time I came to the Kotel with my beloved, esteemed parents, Zichronam Livracha. My father was a great rabbi, and he hands me the Tanakh at the Kotel, and he says, Mordechai, I want you to read chapter 8. Read the prayer of Shlomo that he said up there on that mountain. I wasn't too keen in reading it. My Abba insisted. It's such a beautiful prayer. Those who haven't read chapter 8 recently of Melachim Aleph, Kings 1, I recommend it. Beautiful prayer. And you notice that in that prayer of Solomon that he authored when he completed the temple, note that Shlomo does not only pray for the welfare of the Jews who will be coming to the temple, but rather, read it, in sentences 41 through 43, V'gam el hanochri asher lo me'amacha Yisraelu uva me'eretz rechoka l'ma'an shvecha. God, pay attention, not only to the Jews, but also to the non-Jews, to the Gentiles who are coming from far off, from great distances to come to Yerushalayim. Ki yishma'un et shimcha gadol v'tevcha chazaka uzroacha netuya uva v'tpalel l'bayit hazeh. They will hear of the great name of God and they want to come to pray towards this house. Solomon prays that God listens to all the prayers of the non-Jews praying at the temple, praying toward the temple. Ata tishma shamayim b'chon shiftecha v'asita kechol asher yikra elecha anochri l'man yida'un kol amei haaretz et shmecha liyir'a otecha k'amcha Yisrael v'ladat ki shimcha nikra al habayit hazeh asher baniti. God, listen to all of their prayers and grant them the request that they're asking of you. Let them know of the great name of Hashem connected to this great edifice, this great house of God. Maybe God wanted the Gentiles, maybe God wanted the non-Jews to be somewhat involved in the construction of the temple, so that they too can feel that magnetic pull. They too can be drawn to the essence of the holiness of the temple Mikdash. Maybe that's part of the inner meaning of that which the great prophet Zechariah spoke of at the end of chapter 6 of his book. You know, in Zechariah, Perek Vav, Pasuk Tetvav, chapter 6, verse 15, we read, Urechokim yavo uvanu behechal Hashem. Those who are far away will be coming and building in the temple of God. Who are these people that are far away? Who are the far away people who are coming to build the temple? Surely, one can learn that it means that this is a reference to the Jews, to the Jewish people scattered all over the world, even to the most remote, even to the most distant of places. The Rechokim, they will come, they will return, and they will participate in building Hashem's temple. Or perhaps, Urechokim Yavo means not merely a reference to the Jews, but Rechokim Yavo, a reference to the non-Jews as well. As the Radak, one of the greatest of commentaries, writes in his commentary to the book of Zechariah, Urechokim Yavo Migoyei Ha'aratzot, from the nations of the world, Gentiles. Yavo Me'eretz Rechoka Livnot Beichal Hashem, Klomar Litnadev Levinyan Habayit. They will arrive from distant places to volunteer to assist in the construction of the house of God. Maybe Hiram's involvement in the temple, maybe the king of Tyre, maybe the fact that the text seems to emphasize his involvement is not coincidental, but rather co-incidental. Maybe it's connected to the vision prophecy of Isaiah, that maybe God is sharing with us a message, as Isaiah wrote in 56:7 of his book, Ki veiti beit tefillah yikareh l'chol ha'amim. My house will be called the house of prayer, not only for the Jewish people. Ki veiti beit tefillah yikareh l'chol ha'amim. My house will be called the house of prayer for all the peoples, a house of prayer for all the nations. May we all merit to celebrate together in the house of God, which will bring the highest level, the ultimate level of blessing to the Jewish people and also to the entire world. May we celebrate together in the Beit HaMikdash. Thank you so much for listening. Shalom.